Hey everybody, how you doing on this Monday morning? The rain is still like we're about to get some more rain. And of course, to the people who've been devastated by Hurricane Helen, once again, we are praying for you. We will continue to pray for you. A lot of people died. I'm talking Hurricane Hugo style numbers. Not Galveston, Texas, the great hurricane of Galveston, Texas, that took over 3,000 lives, I do believe. I may be wrong, but it wasn't that level, but it was Hurricane Hugo level. But let's talk about something that's not mentioned. The abortion issue. Every last Democrat is running on abortion, and they say women are scared of their reproductive rights, Why hasn't anybody, when they started talking this in 2022, started reminding women, are you that much of a hoe that you got to be worried about you got to abort and kill a child because you couldn't keep your legs closed? How about this, ladies? If you are messing with a man that's too broke to afford condoms, you don't sleep with him. Your choice, pro-choice, starts when you decide to sleep with someone. Rape is not a choice. Rape is a violent, vicious act by an animal that I feel should be put down, but an animal, and no woman should be forced to carry a child if she's raped. I'm not talking about, oh, I got too drunk. No, I'm talking about that man saw you, violently grabbed you, forced himself on you, and raped you. They said it was called back in the days date rape. No, that was rape. Stop. It was rape. If a woman tells you no, and now I'm not talking if y'all already having sex, that's something totally different, because that's how a lot of actors and rich people get caught off. She started saying, well, I said no, y'all was having sex. I'm talking about when you touch that woman tells you no, and you continue to go forward, that's rape. And no woman should be forced to carry a child if she was raped. Matter of fact, as soon as she reported, she should get a morning after pill. If she reports, let's say she went out Saturday night and some animal raped her, she should get a morning after pill right then that Sunday. That Sunday, she should get a morning after pill. That Monday morning, she should get a morning after pill. And that Tuesday morning, she should get a morning after pill. Here you go, ma'am. Immediately. But to have it so, you women are telling me you don't care that your husbands may be struggling with the paycheck, struggling with bills, struggling to feed himself, your brothers, your sisters, your sisters too, because her husband may be struggling. You mean to tell me all you care about is protecting the fact that you screwed a man, you didn't like him, but you want the baby to kill the baby? That's what's more important to you. Or, as we see now, these young girls in college who are having freak-off parties. Young girls in college who are having sex with 12 and 13 guys in a weekend because they want to break a number, because we have told young girls that sleeping with a bunch of boys is how they live their life. Sleeping with a bunch of men is how they live their life. So in case she gets pregnant, she can hide the evidence she was a hoe. She can hide the evidence she was a hoe. If that's more important than you, then you're embarrassing. You need to get your life straight. How about you teach your daughters keep a nickel between their knees? How about we teach our daughters, hey, listen, you shouldn't be having premarital sex, because at the end of the day, if he decides not to take care of that child, you're stuck. But if you're going to sleep with a man, please make sure he can afford at least Magnum condoms. Please make sure he's smart enough to go down to the local clinic and pick up a free bag of rubbers from the health department. Can we do that? Is that too much to ask women? You know, at one time they used to have standards. If he can't even afford the motel room, you don't sleep with him. At least say, hey, can you afford the condoms? You can't even afford the Magnums. You can't even afford Trojans. You can't even afford lifestyle, and you trying to get some? Heck no. So can we do that? Now, a lot of people, I know y'all looking at the back of this big box behind me. That's a new work mat. You know what, like anybody work like I do, you have to work and you have to lay on the ground sometimes. You need something that, keep yourself kind of clean. So I got me a long box so I can cut it, lay it down so I'll be able to work on it when I work under sinks and different things like that to, keep myself presentable. And 2 people, I sent out signs. One, it came back because of a different address and a person was kind and sent it back with a note. And he said, I wanted to keep them, but I'm sure somebody paid for these. So I sent the wrong address a free sign, and the man who paid for 2 signs, I sent them back out with something else. So I do apologize, Mr. McPherson. You get them. But yeah, every time I keep hearing about the woman issue, abortion is really issue. Nobody ever said, y'all only worried about screwing. You ain't worried about the nation being screwed over. And this is where Republican women don't fight like Democrats. Democrats humiliate people. Democrats will let it be known. Oh, this is important. You're not wanting blah, 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 blah. And it works. Republicans are too busy trying to be nice. Women, whether or not you can kill a child because you screwed the wrong guy, so you don't want any evidence of it, that's more important than the nation's security. Being able to afford grocery and paying for bills, making sure illegal immigration is down. You trying to cover up, you screwed the wrong guy and got pregnant. That's your most important thing? Really? Wow. America really has fallen. We've turned out, no wonder prostitution down. Women doing it for free. With everyone who is suffering from this hurricane, I hope and pray that people recover, people get themselves back well. We praying because a lot of people have died, and this is very important. President Trump is going to Georgia. Then he's going to North Carolina. He's going to try to visit the spots that were hit. Of course, the slave-owning governor here in North Carolina, he asked Roy Cooper, because they, nobody want to talk about that. Let's just talk about that real quick. Roy Cooper, because they want to win North Carolina, asked for emergency funds, and it was immediately given to him. Thankful for that. The slave-owning governor's family, Roy Cooper, the Cooper family of Nash County with all them slaves. Woo-hoo! Nobody ever brings that up, but I am. Mark Robinson, of course, is visiting areas. I don't know if Josh Stein gonna do it, because rich boy, he can't get his rich, his private, private jets and, high-priced cars and stuff like that. Mark Robinson is going out today. He's out of the hospital, I do believe. And so that's a good thing. I'm so glad Mark is out of the hospital, Mark. But the money's supposed to be, quote-unquote, coming in. But I really wish this election, the 2024 election, wasn't about if whether or not you can screw somebody and cover up the evidence. Because basically, that's what they say the female vote is. Whether or not you can screw somebody and cover it up. Wow, ladies. And you're supposed to be smarter than men. Huh? Yeah, right.